introducing the faithful and devoted Baguette Karling, he who wields the wrath of God, a servant of the secret fire. I don't know any religious stuff, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't plan this out. And to be blunt, I'm not sure I have the necessary lexical knowledge to introduce a man with such profound drip. I mean, look at this. Oh, insane adventurer, you say? Well, I would have to agree with that, because pretty much all Count Baguette Karling has done is travel the world far and wide. He has gained maximum pilgrimage already, and we've been on a total of 2 pilgrimages. I think it's going well, all things considered. Now, someone in the comments did say it, and of course, we will be pursuing every single holy site. We're not just going to stop, and even when we've got every single holy site, we're going to do it all again. That's right. You think a man so dedicated to the voice that is our Lord above would stop very suddenly just because he ticked off some arbitrary goal? You think he'd hang up his Christ shirt because he's visited every holy site? No. That would be far too simple. Incidentally, he now has a son, Crusader Karling, a rowdy and also pilgrim, by the way, because you might remember for that last pilgrimage to Jerusalem, we dragged along everybody, the entire bloody court, maybe the entire population of Vermandois, given that this character is a total, absolute batshit lunatic. On the subject of being a total batshit, absolute lunatic, we gained a claim on not Venice, but in fact Pisa yesterday, because the Pope said he doesn't like Serene Doge Tedice, Tedice, who is a lustful man, and instead gave a claim to us. So that will be our pursuing goal, to try and form a holy kingdom here next to the papacy. Because a man of God and a man who respects such a pope as Alexander II, a compassionate, forgiving, virtuous man, an aspiring man, inspiring man, who we are aspiring to be, why would we not want to be neighbors with that? What a way to learn, huh? Maybe we swear fealty to the Pope. I don't think you could do that, but my God, I could sure as hell try. Then came the idea that somebody pointed out that the Pope wasn't particularly happy around this era of what was happening in Sardinia. So we could always head over there and take this one over, and we could call it, I don't know, Christ Island. Definitely name pending. That's a Channel 4 show that probably wouldn't go down too well. I think, as well, in addition, here's the plan, right? He is insane. He is insane. He is ambitious. He is stubborn. He is wrathful. He brings the word of the Lord to people. What if, in his insanity, because you heard it yourselves yesterday when we were given a claim on Pisa, and La Baguette, in his insanity, thought the Pope said Venice and immediately made plans on that one. What if La Baguette was confused, and when he heard Holy See, as in S-E-E, as in the papal domain, the Holy See, what if he thought the Pope said the Holy See, as in the ocean? Perhaps you too, fellow servant, can see what I'm saying. We take Pisa, that is on literally the Holy See and the Holy See. What if we take Sardinia? What if we take Corsica? And what if we take Venice too? And what if we make a Holy See? What if we take Sicily and Malta and, I don't know, Crete? What if we bring it all together and we actually do make a Mediterranean Holy See? Tell me that is not the best idea you've ever heard. Forget about this Holy Roman Empire that we will also take one day eventually, one of our descendants, I'm sure. What if we unify everything our own way? God damn it, I'm in. And I guess we'll also keep Vermandois, which is going to be very horrible for the borders. We could grant it to our brother and Bishop Eudes. That way there is still a Karling, or at least there will be for this generation in Vermandois, and we have landed a bishop. I mean, the man's insane. I can do whatever I like and justify it from the fact that he is absolutely insane. So then, let's get to work. Hopefully you understand my plan at this point. Oh my God. Well, okay. King Philippe of France has gone to war with King Robert of Normandy. We've got French-English war. In other news, the sky is blue and grass is green. While performing his duties as spy master, Hubert has discovered a secret held by Duchess Adelheid of Lausitz. Unbelievable. That's absolutely disgusting. Now, someone in the comments, no, it wasn't someone in the comments, it was Frozen Snowfox over on Discord, in fact, pointed out that we should be blackmailing the women first and then the men afterwards. And the reason for that is adultery for women is apparently criminal, whereas for men, it's just frowned upon. Welcome to medieval Europe. So by blackmailing the women, they're almost guaranteed to accept. But if we blackmail the men and they say no and expose it, we then can't go on to blackmail the women. So we're getting 2 for 1 guaranteed. Well, we're getting at least 1 guaranteed, and then the second one, yeah, of course. So, let's keep blackmailing sinners. That's our modus operandi. We blackmail the sinners. We use that money to build an army for God to cleanse other sinners. It's a win all around. It is an absolute win all around, except for the people committing sins. But that's kind of what we're here to do, right? Let's get you blackmailed because you're a duke. So, yeah, again, we do it so that we've blackmailed this lady first, which we've just done. Then we blackmail this man afterwards. See, hers was 100%. His is only 80%. He agreed either way. Very kind man. Where's my situations? Are you telling me I can't request payment for any of those hooks I've just gained? Well, that doesn't seem right. Hold on. Demand payment. Where's my situation gone at the top then, huh? We can host a pilgrimage. Oh, well... You drive a hard bargain. I could be very persuaded because there are still 3 of the holy sites for us left to visit. What do we got to go? Santiago. Where have we... Oh, wait, we've gone to Canterbury. I think we went to Cologne and we've gone to Jerusalem. You know, I think we might have gone to 3 pilgrimages in hindsight. So we've really got to go to Rome and Santiago. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out in a second. But you know what? I think we've got to do it, right? Why don't we make the visit to the Pope our final journey? Because that way we can justify... maybe we can impose a little bit of inspiration on La Baguette for him to form this Holy See idea. My horrible, awful Holy See idea. Not that I need any justification because he is insane. Where are we going? We are going through a mountain right up there in northern Spain. Other than that, though, honestly, everything's fine. We don't need captains because we're sticking to the land. I think I might just hire a mountaineer. It's 2 gold to make us safer. We might want to take on nobody. And maybe an insane zealot man would have so much faith in the Lord that he would not take anyone at all. Yes, that's the correct solution. You're right. Caravan Master Carlo, thank you for joining me. Let's go for zealots. Let's go for a zealot's journey. Contemplative. Yes, I like that. A dangerous long journey is exactly what we need before, just after I've laid out all of these grand plans. Bring on the whole court. Bring along the entire court, even though it's more expensive. They too will bask in the glory of Castile. And let's get to work. All while preparing for the journey, I've had this sense of serenity knowing everything will be alright. We've added 3 potential pilgrims. Only 3? Who are the 3 potential pilgrims we've added? Why only 3? I wanted to bring the... 20 in entourage. So we've got, everybody of any sort of rank whatsoever. Zipbreak, Baguette Karling, very nice. Pretty much the entire council, so I sure hope nobody dies. Are we bringing along... Yes! Croissant Karling must see the world. This is a great way to educate a child. Now, someone in the comments pointed out that it would be a very interesting story beat if he did come out cynical. Now, of course, our character would try everything necessary to instill the power of the Lord into this tiny child. Conversely, this guy's batshit crazy where the child is not. Hello! We've encountered many Catholic pilgrims on our route so far. However, we soon come into a company of a group of strange travelers from distant lands. They have introduced themselves as the Mozarabs. We consider them astray, but they still believe that the Pope is the head of their faith. Should we say only Catholics will join this journey? Well, we are zealous and insane. I feel like we're very self-righteous. 57% chance we may convert them. We might lose piety, but this is a gamble we absolutely should be taking. We failed. We failed. Conversion failed. God damn it. Maybe it's because he's insane. Maybe. Hello. Well, an imposing man is ahead of us on the road. I am a ton of La Teste de Bouche. I have bested dozens of men in combat. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant. I have no interest either in you or such a fair fight. We can have the whole entourage trample him. We lose 26 stress because we're wrathful. Or we can fight him honorably. But I feel like that this would be... A man stopping a group of pilgrims in the road to get to a holy site of the Lord would be seen as absolutely sinful. So we are going to clap his little cheekies. All 20 of us. It is not the first time I catch my eye Elb's fiddling with some flowers he's been picking along the road. Well, it's the best thing to find him fiddling with. He wants to... he would like to stay here with a lady he has fallen in love with. Who might interfere with higher matters. Yes, that is a great way to I think, look at that. Even though before we've said I have no time for such juvenile infatuations, because lust is a sin. If we're viewing it as a higher matter related thing, well then I think we really have no choice, do we? This is where it gets dangerous. Here we go. Ledge! I hear Dombert shout in panic. Soon thereafter I hear a loud cracking sound like that of wood breaking or my patience finally snapping. In my wagon wheel! I'm sorry, my liege, it was my turn as lookout and I fell asleep on the reins. Ventre Dieu, we're going to be late. Or we can shuffle the supplies around. So we can either be delayed by 5 days or 2 days. Honestly, we'll take the 5 days. This is clearly the will of God. This is clearly the will of God. And there is a rude story at the campfire. He's telling a story about a count of some faraway place called Vermandois. Really now, tell me more about this count. We lose some stress, which is good because we need to lose some stress. Because my poor guy is losing his damn mind here. Well, I mean, he has already lost his mind, but it turns out that's quite stressful. Our road takes us through the treacherous parts of Asturias de Santillana, which is definitely how that's pronounced. While I scan for any dangers ahead, a rustling bush grabs my attention. Could it be a wild animal? As I brace myself for impact, Croissant jumps out from the bush instead, holding a plant. Ugh, you scared me, Croissant. Anyway, let me see what you have here. Some kind of fruit, I exclaim.
Yes, it smells and looks so delicious. I wonder what it tastes like. Maybe I'll just take a little bite, he says.
What if it's poisonous? I grab the plant and toss it away, or let him eat it. He may gain plant sickness for 5 years, but there's also a chance we gain learning experience. He may also gain unknown plant bliss. Oh dear, we're paranoid, so we would never do that. Throw the plant away. There's a chance we might gain a plant rash. It's a harmless plant. That's good. We still gain the learning experience, but, you know, a paranoid man would not take any chances. Don't like these gloves and these rings he's wearing. That doesn't seem very godly at all. To be fair, neither does a gilded shirt with Christ on it. I have had a nagging sensation for a while now. This pilgrimage has turned out far more hazardous than I anticipated. Should we hire some people to join us on the pilgrimage? It becomes more pious if we do so. Garcia Lopez can join us on the journey. Hello. He's very powerful. He would actually make for a good marshal. Or, I have more faith in God. Yes, I think that's absolutely the right way to go about it. We get divine protection. We get extra diplomacy per level of devotion, but we lose intrigue per level of devotion. Actually, someone said that that was a fair point of how we can judge sinners, right? Because even though people might be low on piety and they might be sinners, they might still be very pious people, right? Their level of devotion is independent of their piety or you know, whatever they've been doing. Maybe they've just become a sinner. Maybe they've led a life of you know, piety and they've fallen from the path. That's a good way to judge it, and I think that's a good idea. At a fork outside of Asturias de Oviedo, a forlorn Catholic shrine is marked with a cross, stands amidst the mud. Shall we spend 5 gold to gain 50 piety by giving a donation to this shrine, or do we take the gold and go insane? No, of course we're gonna spend 5 gold on piety. That's ridiculous. The procession has... This is non-stop. Maybe I should have hired some people. The procession has ground to halt and a stone's throw away. I look over to my fellow pilgrim, dismounted, intently staring at something on the ground. We should never cross an ant path. My great-grandfather didn't. He never returned home. Oh dear. We are paranoid, so we will believe in this superstition. Fine. We're going to lose 35 prestige, but we're closer to forming a friendship with this man, and... we're delayed by 5 days. But you know what? We're not risking anything doing that, are we? Oh, wait. Son learns language. Oh, look at that. He learns Anglic, I think that was. Where do I see your languages here? He speaks Dual Volga, which is Volga French, and Anglic, that is how you pronounce that, by the way, if you're curious. I am fluent in everything, all the time. I've never once made a mistake saying any words. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the great church of Santiago. Amazing. I've walked the holy path, of course. And now, let's do it. A pilgrim puts a votive doll before the altar, bowing my head. I see Simon blessing her and muttering something in her ear. Holy, I managed to hear. Well, I mean, I imagine that's not particularly out of line, given that we're in a holy site, you moron. The bishop makes a gesture. Do you also bring something to be blessed, dear count? Yes, please make my small religious carving more pious. You remember we bought this on a previous journey. We bought it halfway across the world. Gains 2% to monthly piety. That's not terribly insignificant. 15 gold for more piety, and the journey becomes more pious, and we lose 26 stress. Oh, thank you. Absolutely we would do that, and we've gained a perk for the intrigue lifestyle. My Marshal Bernard has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be of noble stock as you, my lord. Hello, it's Arnold. He is very good. He is a sinner. Get this drag out of my castle. Oh, he's so good, though. That's very upsetting. Wife Cecilia is pregnant. We've been away from court for about 3 years at this point, so take that as you will. She certainly did. However, lots of people have pointed out that in CK2 there are certain events, there are certain mods especially, that will, when you're away from court, lower your fertility to 0, right? So you can't have babies from the other side of the planet. If you're leading an army in China, you shouldn't be able to have kids back in Iceland, as I found out on a previous CK2 series on the second channel. Simultaneously, apparently that's not an effect this time. I understand it's for game balance. You got to suspend your disbelief a little bit. A holy impregnation, my lord. As we listen to the morning press, Simon and I have a lively discussion that quickly diverts into theological matters. He's blasphemous. We can tell him that he is a blasphemous, nonsense-speaking man. We become more pious and gain 250 piety, but we do upset him by calling him that, which I imagine is probably pretty much the worst thing you could say to a priest. Oh, wait, what is that event there? Appa_site_seeing_group_title. Oh, well, that's very good. We gained 5 trait experience in Wanderer. That's quite nice. We have discovered that King Bratislav, that's pretty good, of Hungary, has a bastard child. Well, that to me sounds like money in my coffers to spend on the Lord. This is what it's like when you see your main character in a cutscene, except this is a video game and that doesn't really work because he's literally the main character in a cutscene. As I entered the sacred grounds, I found Raoul staring at the altar with an absent expression. My lord, I have something to ask you. Something in this place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit in a way I thought inconceivable. God has spoken to me. Then, of course, we shall say delightful. It is our job to guide the pilgrims like a shepherd leading his flock to the Holy Land. Raoul de Nessel is going to become a monk, and we are going to gain 500 piety, and the journey is going to be more pious. We've gained, oh, look at that, level 2 of piety, and we became friends. There he is. Raoul de Nessel, he got his own Christ shirt. That's amazing. I think they would approve of us wearing this shirt, given the amount of things that we've done, and the pilgrimage is now over. It has been an honor. We only got 1,456 piety for that one. It wasn't that long a journey, particularly compared to Jerusalem. A grotto emerges from the vegetation like a stone arch in the cathedral. On its entry, there's a small wooden table. Careful, my liege. There are bandits up in these lands. You're quick to make accusations. A dimly illuminated figure stands in the entrance to the cave. I'm merely a hermit, and you must be a count. We're paranoid. Are we going to trust this man? How fortunate. Please tell me about my future. Oh, we also gained a level of devotion, by the way. We're now a religious icon. Which, to be fair, yeah, I mean, how else would you describe this outfit other than iconic? The hermit takes a second before replying. You shall find that who seeks. My God, how insightful. We're paranoid, so that is not a good thing to tell us at all. And our food has gone moldy. We can say it's just a bit of mold and gain ill. We will say nature will provide for us and we die. Or we can ask the locals if they have something. Oh, but we're going to steal it from them. I think we just take the L. In this case, the M and the O and the D as well. And we eat the mold. And now we head home. I love that the background's dynamic as this window's still open. That's funny. Journeying through Santander, I pass by a particular looking tent splayed open. Come in, oh mighty count. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading for your future travels for a modest price. Well, of course. Andre, we're gonna seal this tent and have him burned. Yes. Now it's time to release the Inquisition. Do it, my friend. Oh. This is good. Traversing the hills, we are attacked by a swarm of bandit riders. There's 2 events in the same province, my God. But then, a set of riders approach led by Mayor Osorio. I am pleasantly surprised by this altruistic demeanor of the local mayor, and I praise God that they arrived just in time. We grow close to forming a friendship with him. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. What a kind gesture. Oh my God, it never ends. I mean, terrible Lucifer, it never ends. It is known that the people of Vizcaya seem to profess a special devotion towards knights in their legend. My lord, my someone, the knight says, bowing his head. It's most fortunate that you and I came to meet at this crossroads, for I'm in search of a marvelous fountain, which water is said to cure all illnesses. Ah. You follow the knights. Shall we go there? If you were to help me in my quest, I shall pay homage to you. Join me and forget about all that foolishness, or... Really nice armor there. Care to share a coin? We can hire this man. He is very good. A Castilian knight. 25 martial. He's brave. He's a skilled tactician and an organizer. I like him. Let's lead the way. 3 days to go on a quest with a knight. Oh my lord, what is this? The knight leads us to a small clearing where a natural fountain glimmers. The light reflects on its surface with a blissful shimmer, and it makes the water look so bright it feels like a second sun. Careful, a beast, a guardian! The knight points at a stag between us and the fountain. Do not fear, I shall fight it. We kill the beast, 41% chance, and We gain knight-errant training for 15 years. Answer becomes the whole owner of the healing water. 58% chance that the beast wounds us and the healing water is destroyed because of, presumably, the stag drinks it all. He will join our court regardless, and he will join the entourage. Or, you distract it, I will get the water. We gain healing water legend for 15 years. Whoa. He becomes the owner of the healing water again. He joins our court. We gain stress because we're wrathful. Or, you shall make a fine distraction. We become the owner of the healing water. It's minus 10% stress gain. Forever. Wow. Wow, this is a hard choice, isn't it? Do we take this as a blessing from the Lord and fight the monster? Answer or the healing water? Oh, is this a gift from the Lord, a blessed journey? You shall make a fine distraction. Would we be so willing? It's not a sinful thing. We're not losing piety for it or anything like that. I really just don't know how to judge this. Ah! Kill the beast! Kill the beast! Yes! We've done it. We have a gift from the Lord. We gain knight-errant training for 15 years. Knight effectiveness up by 20% before we go on our massive crusade against the sinners in Pisa. And against the holy water. But as long as we keep him in the court, we will eventually gain that holy water, right? When he dies, it'll inherit to us, I believe. Amazing. Amazing. Wow, what a cool story. I like that. You know, we've got to be generous and humble. We're not just going to use that man as a distraction to steal it for ourselves. That would be very deceitful. I've seen the world and traveled its wonders. Oh. One particularly fascinating specimen has taken my eye of late. A peasant woman by the name of Camilla. A pretty little dear. She is too pleasing to spend her days slaving away in Blair. No, alas, I cannot give my love so freely. He is married. He's married in the eyes of the Lord. I am accounted I want a bowl of stew, or... I cannot believe I almost ate this garbage. Oh, do not waste your palate on the slop, my lord. Bowls of stew are for peasants. No, I think you would... I think you'd be fine with it. 60% chance we get a good meal, 30% chance we get a nauseating meal, 10% chance we get straight up ill. No, it's fine. And we were ill. We've got food poisoning. All right, we should have taken his advice, but I thought it was a humble thing to do. To eat like a peasant. A normal man. Count Werner is trying to assassinate people. There is a language barrier. Carlo has been trailing us around since Junien for hours. Though, at last, he swallowed his pride and asked for directions. He does not appear to be an expert Doc Volga speaker. We can try and intercede. 60% chance we manage to speak the language and get the correct directions. Let's try it. Hey, there you go. It's not that far away. You can manage that. Baguette Karling. She is intelligent. Very good. I'm going to name you Profiterole. Good. I've accidentally ruined everything. I pressed the stop recording button when I was giving that child a humorous name. What is this? Hello. My lord, please, a moment of your time to hear my latest poem. This isn't the first Angevin who has tried to introduce me to poetry, and considering the road ahead, surely not the last. If we do this, it reduces the cost of establishing the refined poetry tradition by 1,000 prestige. That's pretty much irrelevant unless we become a cultural head, right? Or we become a poet. Oh, hello. That could be fun. Diplomacy per level of flame +1. Monthly prestige is up. Stress loss 10%. Oh god, that could be good. Traction opinion 15. Personal scheme success chance +10%. And romance scheme as well. Oh my god. Before we left on yesterday's episode, go on that pilgrimage, I said we need to find a way to make him love his wife. Although we don't really need to, I will admit. It's not necessarily in the character. But it would be a godly thing to do to commit himself fully to his lawfully married wife in the eyes of the Lord. This is good. I like the idea of some insane poetry that we could write. That's amazing. Hey, 11 travel experience, thank you. And here we are. Home, sweet home. How are we looking on the traveler trait then? Almost up to Wanderer. Quite far off of season, to be fair. My regency has ended in Cecilia, gained 150. I thought Cecilia liked us a lot more. Cecilia, what happened? Should I send her a poem? Oh, a poem about romance, a poem about mourning, or a work detailing their incompetence. I guess we could try. A seduction. Only 35%. You know what? We're gonna sway her. We're gonna try and win her over. Particularly because, oh no, that's too sensible. My man's insane. Stop that right now. I was gonna say she's gonna be our regent while we're off on pilgrimages. He wouldn't give a shit. Nah, you know what? If something comes up, we'll pursue it. But I've got to remember, this man is totally, utterly nuts. So we're going to carry on for the next few years, as I said, going down to Schema, because we get a trait kind of once every 2 years or so. When he turns 40, I want to flip over to Learning, and we'll start going down Theologian instead. But I think, presuming he doesn't die of this illness, we've got enough time to really go down the Schema tree, get Schema, at the very minimum, get twice schemed, right? So, speaking of my schemes, not underhanded, of course, I'm looking for sinners to punish for their sins. Aquitaine, what have you got going on here? A sinner? Duchess? I was about to say that again. That's twice I've done that. Can I capture her? 46% chance. Hello there. Oh, okay, this is good. She is a lustful, arbitrary woman. But she is a duchess and she must be punished for her crimes. Right, what have we got going on then? Anything else within France? What about, like, Burgundy? What about, like, maybe Toulouse's children? No, sadly not. What I really should be looking for are their court priests. Their bishops and everybody else in their realm so that we can sort that out and make sure that the church is not horribly corrupted. Ooh, I can ask the Pope for money. Hello! Some money to fund my wars on Pisa for the Holy See. My brother Baguette Karling can pay up. Duke Berthold the Bear, Duchess Adelheid, and we've got Matilda of Tuscany, Sybil von Silesia Glogau, thank you, very good. Oh my god, this is so much cash. This is so much cash, and sinners are being punished. This is a win-win across the board. 410 gold. We want Pisa. Now, I'm not sure what happens when we take Pisa, because I don't think... Oh, right, so it's a titular kingdom that I think will lose when we conquer it, because it's a titular republic. I think all we would get is the Duchy of Pisa. We could immediately swear fealty to the Holy Roman Empire, and, oh my god, did they just swallow up Hungary? What happened there? I mean, we knew they swallowed up Hungary, because, of course, we got a notification about that. Wow, turns out it was the Holy Roman Empire that was very hungry. I'm going to take Pisa. I'm going to take Pisa, and then I think we've got an island to go and deal with there, huh? Man, this is such a stupid idea. I love it. Okay. How many troops are we looking at? 663. But they've got a lot of money? No, not really. No, not really. In CK2, when a republic came under attack, you had the option to defend the republic. It would spawn an event, spawn troops to try and balance it, because, of course, they're all about playing tall. Maybe there's something similar in this one. Obviously, can't play as republics. But with this much money in my pocket, we alone have enough troops to crush them. And we were allied with England. I don't know if we still are. Maybe we can reform the alliance. My brother-in-law. Hello, my brother-in-law. He's allied to Prince William II, the Red of England. No, we'd have to try and reform an alliance. And he's absolutely not up for it in any way. Difference in military strength, minus 126. He gets nothing out of it. Shit. Okay, that's unfortunate. But that's okay, because I still think we could clap their cheeks. We've got more money than them, too. You gain the contested title. What is the contested title? It is the kingdom tier title, but again, I think it'll just disappear. We might just end up with a titular kingdom and it flips over to being a standard feudal kingdom instead. Would be kind of fun. And then we're right next door to the Pope as well. Oh, I think we've got to go for it, haven't we? I'm going to do it. With CK3, I keep falling into this trap of having claims and not declaring war for them. And building up a foundation. No more. You can't be sensible with a man like that. I mean, look at him. Does this look like a sensible man to you? I mean, for God's sake, it's April in France. He's going to be boiling wearing all of those many, many layers. Right. April isn't particularly renowned for being hot, I'm well aware. Right, we could raise some more troops. I did say that we wanted some more pikemen, right? Was I looking at Venice when I said that out loud, though? Very possibly. Right, here we go. Oh, look at the commander. Answer, the guy that we got from the pilgrimage. What a monster of a man. Army movement speed plus 25. The thing is, I don't think we've got the troops to do the siege. So I think I'm going to hire a couple of companies here. Let's go for, what do you think, like the Flemish band? I'm looking for a good commander to come along with them. The Franconian company have Reckless. That one is logistician. You know what? Let's take you then. Welcome. Welcome. Join me, join me, join me. I did hire those, right? Where are they? Ah, there you are. Right, merge together. Let's head over. That is going to be unstoppable. I will take Pisa now, please. Pleaser. Hello. An overheard whisper and a sharp glare of the final pieces to make the puzzle fall into place. My spymaster Robert is more well-versed in the art of intrigue than anyone else would have him believe. I know there is a man, to know there is a man like that at court makes me rather nervous. Maybe I can convince him we're cut from the same cloth, but I think we play the character. My man is an insane, paranoid lunatic. Begone! Heretic. What was that? Stop. It's only fair you have a voice on my council. I want you to be the steward of France. Are you a sinful man? Decline, sinner! Oh, he's chased. They do cancel out. No. It would be a sensible thing to accept that so that we could consolidate power within the realm. However, we are batshit insane. We're going to make a knight our spy master instead, because that makes way more sense. Come along, Flemish band. No, we'll be friends. We're not going to, again, we're not going to fabricate hooks. Ooh, we've lost the trait ill. We could have just gone on a pilgrimage to clear that, because that happened last time, right? And here we are. Pisa, Pisa, Pisa. This should be an easy... Oh, wife found 50 gold down the back of the sofa. Thank you, wife. Easy battle, and probably an even easier siege. Are they coming back? What are you doing? What are you doing? My God, we've captured some people already. Court physician's novice, knowledge increases. He's now a novice physician. Oh, that's pretty good. We got a vested interest keeping him around. I did notice, though, he was infirm, which isn't exactly what you want for a court physician, eh? Finding more lovers. Oh. But he's become malnourished. That will be from where we lost weight during that travel when all the supplies went moldy, right? Ooh. We should have a feast. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 37 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife, Cecilia. Someone's there. The clang and hushed whispers from the hallway. We can say, who will it be at that hour? But we're paranoid, so we would never do that. Where's the quickest escape route? Rappel out the window. Unpredictable. Yes. We're gone. We're safe. That was almost certainly an assassination attempt, and there he is. Serene Doge Tedice. I'm going to ransom him out. He's a sinner. He has to pay. Goodbye. We're going to ransom him out, and then instantly win. Offer peace. Enforce demands. Hand it over. How does this work? Because we gain a kingdom tier title, do we become independent from France? We absolutely did. We're now the king of Pisa. Yes! You are now a mighty king. Ah, this is a good time to be alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As king, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm and letting your courtiers take part in daily routine. Raoul is looking sternly at me in direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there's more surprise in his eye. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Karling. One of the ways which the world will now judge you is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. Let them see their king. Look at him. Look at him in that chair. In fact, look at him. Oh my God. Oh, our God. What a great work you've done, my friend. Holy crap. This is so bizarre. Ah, very good. Very good. Are we now just the independent king of Pisa? Oh, our capital's in Vermandois. No, let's move that down. Vermandois is interesting. Pisa is more interesting. Oh, shit, he's my vassal. Oh, interesting. No, no, no. We don't actually have Pisa. All we've done is we've stolen his title. No, I want Pisa properly. If we fabricate a claim on Pisa, we could revoke that, right? Because we didn't get a claim. We only have a claim on the kingdom. We don't have a claim on the county. So, I think if we do that one, I think we could learn his language. I think we should learn his language if we're planning on moving our capital down to Pisa. Learning Italian Vulgar is probably a good idea. Now we forget about all of this nonsense going on. Now we've got to double check and make sure that all of the sinners are paying, or the far more important job, of course, making sure that these sinners are paying for their crimes. She is the lover of Count Werner, so she will get blackmailed first. Let's just get to blackmailing all of them. Come on, I want this king to pay up. He did not decline. Oh my god. Okay, and then we've got to do that one. And have you done for a lover as well? Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. And now with this money, I can build a true realm of God. Oh, thank you. Bratislavov. That's not his realm name, although that would be very difficult to spell. Demand payment. Hand it over. I know it was only 48 out of 50 gold. I'll take it now. We're not greedy. Okay, we're not greedy. We're doing this for the faith. Wow. Okay, I mean, I'd be happy to immediately start war elsewhere, but I think we'll drop the troops for now. Oh, this is so good. What am I going to do with the Flemish band while they're still here? I feel like there's got to be some useful thing I can do with them, right? I don't really know. Apuila, how's that looking? It's Catholic and Norman. There are parts of Sicily that are currently Maghreb. Or under Maghrebi people. What religion is that? Ashariism. Okay. Asharism, I should say. We can grab that. For sure. We still got to fabricate claims. Really? I suppose so, yeah. I think if we had a hard border with them, we'd be able to holy war. Okay, fair enough. I'm not really sure that we want to do any expansion right now until we've dealt with any sort of internal issues. It's just I wanted to do something with this army while we've got it, but honestly, I don't think there is much we can do. We'll keep them around as a standing army for the time being, but right now we've got to consolidate Pisa into our holding. We built a university in Pisa. Oh, look at that. The reduced cost for Grand Tournament, board game, and recital contests is down by 50%. Increased quality of book inspirations. We can send people to university. Oh, that's cool. For our building, really, we should be building something religious, right? We should be going for something here that... Oh, is there anything? Oh, I love that the, something I kind of overlooked before, actually, that the smithies and all of your duchy buildings give bonuses to stationed infantry that are relevant to that type. So Jousting Ground gives cavalry bonuses and that type of thing. Oh, interesting. Is there anything that gives piety? I guess what we'd have to do is build a castle or like a palace and then fill that with religious stuff, right? We do have a blank holding. Obviously, there we would have to immediately build a temple. The first stage of this holding is a shrine. A castle must be constructed. We've already got a temple. Oh, it's because they haven't built a castle. Sorry, yes, my bad. Grand City of Pisa has a tribal holding. Does it fuck? Does it? I don't think it does. Well, you're saying that I need a tribal holding to build... Hey? How odd. Maybe that's because... Hang on, maybe that's because it's a republic? And it's not counting as feudal, but the game thinks that that is tribal. I'm not quite entirely sure how to pass that, but we'll deal with that tomorrow, I think. I'm happy with this. I've got to go and edit this video very rapidly now because it's accidentally in 2 parts. Thank you for joining me. Suggestions, please, for La Baguette, the holy warrior who has done the Pope's will to take out Pisa. The Pope probably couldn't be happier that he's got a loyal servant there at his border. What a time to be alive. See you all tomorrow.